All right, let's begin. Take your magic circle. You're gonna put it in between your knees. So it's a little bit above the knee joint where there's like the soft part of above the knee, and your feet are turned out like that. And then watch out so that your tailbone doesn't stick out, but that the tailbone is like down and the abdominal muscles are in. So no matter what we do with our legs, you want to make sure walk your feet more in, Christelle, a little bit more narrower, as much as you can, obviously, because of the magic circle. I'm gonna just put you here as my pin. All right, so that I can see you better. All right, hands on the hips, or let's do them behind the head, like that. Bending the knees to the sides, we losing the tension on the magic circle. Check in with your tailbone that it doesn't go back. Let the tailbone draw down towards the floor, the abdominal muscles in, and then press into the feet, firm from the glutes, pull your stomach in and squeeze the circle up. So we're stretching the legs. Bend and squeeze it up. Bend and stomach in, squeeze it up. And bend and squeeze it up. And 5, and squeeze it up. 6, and squeeze it up. And 7, bring it up. Relief. Don't forget your abs pulling in and up to the spine. Last one, and bring it up. We're moving the circle down towards the calves, a little bit above the calves, above the thickest part of the calf. You might have to come a little bit closer with your feet. The feet are still turned out. Now bring your hands on the hips, shoulders back. And again, we're bending the knees, checking if our torso went forward and the hips were back. So we're correcting in case. So tailbone down. And then press the feet down firm, really strongly in the outer glutes, abs in. And we bend and squeeze it up. We bend and squeeze it up. We bend and squeeze it up. And 5, and squeeze it up. 4, and squeeze it up. 3, and bring it up. 2, and bring it up. One more time. And bring it up. And then release the circle. From here, right away, come down towards the floor. I'm gonna adjust my camera. Have something for under your head. If your back is tight, take the thing which you have under your head for under your sacrum. So I'm gonna fold this little towel here. And instead of putting it behind my neck, you put it under the sacrum. Yeah. So take something a little, like a kind of a little lift. Yes. It's gonna wait until you have your position. And let's stretch the leg up. If your back is tender, you can always bend the knee a little bit and move your right sit bone away from you and then point and flex just a few times to open up the hamstrings. And then switch, so put the other foot inside. And then again, either straight leg or a little bit bent, moving the left sit bone away from you, point and flex. Good. Now from here, keep the towel, if your back is tender, keep the towel on or like some elevation under your hips. Bring the magic circle in between your inner ankles, like above the inner ankles. And bring your hands behind of the neck. On an exhalation from your upper stomach muscles, tighten them, come up. Let the neck rest on your hands, and we go. Squeeze the circle out. And you can always keep the knees a little bit bent to support your back, so you don't have to stretch fully. And then bend it back and in. That's it. Inhale, stretch it out. Bring the little lift, Christelle, more towards your tailbone, a little bit more down. That's it. And go. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, bend in. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, bend in. Continue. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, bend in. And 5. Pull back in, making sure that the sacrum is heavy, the pelvis is heavy. Last 2. Squeeze the circle, loose feet, 1, and bring it back in. Let the head rest, hold the sides of the mat now and pull the mat down and away. From here, flex your feet, keep the feet flexed and we do flexed feet out and pull back in. Yeah, you don't have a mat, but usually so just really press your arms into the floor. If you have a mat, you're pulling that away from the shoulders so that your shoulders engage a little bit more. Squeeze the circle, pull your abs in, especially when the legs are out. We have to really control our lower abdominal muscles and pulling them back in. And we go for 5, bring it in, and 4, bring it in. Inhale out, exhale, stomach deepens in. Last 2, pull back in. 1 more time. Pull back in. Take the circle. Let's stretch both legs up so that we take a break from stretching and bending. And you can again point and flex a little bit inside the circle to get the hamstring to open up. Now let's go right into the 100. You can choose between long legs on a bad back day, or like when the back is tender, bend the knees a little bit and keep the knees bent. From here, arms on the side, lift your upper body up from the stomach, and then start pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Christelle, move your legs a little bit more down, away from your chest. Yes, that's it. You can always bend them there, so don't bring it so high up that the tailbone lifts up. In 2, 3, keep squeezing into the circle, rotate the legs a little bit out, see if your feet can be completely loose, ankles completely loose. And you're curling up, you can always bring the head down in between, rest for 2, 3 counts, and then come back up. Nose breathing, breathe into your diaphragm, in the rib cage area, upper stomach area. Lower abs are in, last 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Hold it there for a moment. Keep squeezing the circle, curl a little bit higher from your upper body, pulling the stomach muscles in, and exhale, bend it back and in. Keep the feet down on the floor. You can bring your feet together and the inner thighs together. Bring the circle above your head. And now take the little elevation from under your hip and put it under your head so that your hips are flat down on the floor. From here, elbows are a little bit soft. So it's a little bit like this instead of completely straight. And then find the connection between abdominal muscles pulling in and pressure into the circle. Inhale first. On an exhalation, pull your stomach muscles and press into the circle. The shoulders are down. Now feel, keep on breathing, but hold the engagement in the abs, in the arms. And now I want you to press the feet down and firm the glute muscles. And it's going to stay like that. So it's like a union of muscles working together. And then release. You're going to do it one more time slow. On an exhalation, pull your stomach to the spine, firm the glutes and shoulders away, press. So obviously everything happens at the same time, but I can't say it all at once. And then release. And then again, on an exhalation, firm all the muscles together. The feet are pressing down, the glutes are firming in, the abs for sure pulling in, shoulders are down. And release, last 2, exhale, firm, normal breathing, hold the tension. And release, one more time, exhale, firm. And release, bring the arms lower towards the thighs, shoulders away from the ears, same thing here, exhale, firm, just a different angle of the arms. Abs in deeply towards the spine and release. And again, the glutes are working, the shoulders are connected with the upper abdominal, the lower abs are connected with the glutes and the hips. And release, and we go for 3, normal breath. Yep. And release, 2 times more firm. And release, 1 more time firm, shoulders away from the ears. And then release. Now we go for the highest spot, which is above the forehead. Watch out that your rib cage is not lifting up with it. So see if you can, with an exhalation, soften the back ribs back on the mat. Elbows again soft, and we go again. Firm the glutes, abs, press in. Check in when you're pressing that the shoulders are not rising up to the ears, but that you're releasing them away from the ears. And then release. Exhale, firm. Abs deeply in, feel that when you're holding the engagement, and release. And again, legs are firming in, glutes are firming in, abs are firming in, and release. Last two. Exhale, firm. And release. One more time. Exhale, firm. Hold it here. Keep breathing. Hold the engagement and start pulsing down. 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go down. While we're pulsing, the stomach stays all the time pulling in and up, like a scooping action. Try to feel that. Keep the glutes also engaged while we're pulsing. And we go one more time down. And when you're down, you bring your feet closer, you bring the circle between your inner thighs. The feet will be turned out a little bit. The arms are on the side. The outer corners of the shoulders are rolling back towards the floor. Now from here on an exhalation, firm the glutes and gently press into the circle. So it should be not for dear life that you feel like only tension on the inner thighs. See, can you find your glute muscles? From the outer hips and the glutes, we're firming in. You're gonna feel it on the inner thighs, but we also wanna have a little gentle press from the glutes. Abs are deeply in into the towards the spine, and then release it. When we're pressing, we keep the sacrum down. We're not curling the tailbone up. So keep everything the same way, like nice and long. And release. Exhale, stomach to the spine. Glutes are firming first, and then you press into the circle. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then release 2 times more. Firm. And then release one more time. Exhale, firm. And release. Stretch now the legs out, squeeze them continuously together. So even when they're long, firm the glutes in. Take the circles. We're gonna go just a few inches from the thoracic spine up. Inhale here on an exhalation, firm the stomach, firm into the circle, curl up a few inches. Look into your feet, see that the heels are together. Look into your belly button, hold it here. See that you're feeling your upper stomach engaging, and then release it back and down. And again, arms up to the ceiling. Inhale on an exhalation, press into the circle, curl up a few inches, look towards your belly, look towards your feet, lengthen the legs and stay here. Keep on breathing, stomach deepens. And then bring it back and down. And we go again, arms, head, exhale, curl up, hold it 1, hold it 2, hold it 3, and then release it back down. Last 2 and go arms, head, exhale, firm, firm, firm. Look down, shoulders relaxed, get them work into the belly. And then release. Last 1, arms up, head up, exhale, firm, curl up, curl up, curl up. Come a little bit higher up from your upper stomach, up under the bra belt, and then bring it back down. If you have something for under your head, take it out now. Take the circle back in between your inner thighs. Arms on the side, feet directly under so the heels directly under the knees. Firm the glute muscles first, pull your stomach in and firm up, squeezing into the circle. The feet can be turned out a little bit. They don't have to be parallel on this one. Hold it here. On an exhalation, don't articulate, but keep the firmness in the front of the body and lengthen the tailbone down. And only when the sacrum is down, then you release the circle. And again, firm. Pull your stomach muscles in and firm it up, driving it from the buttocks up, making sure that your rib cage doesn't push out like this way, but you're softening the back of the ribs back and driving the glute muscles high up, tailbone in, and then long tailbone down to the heels. Last 1 and go firm the buttock, pull your stomach, lift up, exhale, hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Now for the transitioning, you bring the circle back in between your ankles like that. And then you bring them back down towards the floor. Everything is connected with your abs when you're moving the feet. The feet can turn out and you walk them in as close as you can so that you feel a little bit more tension on the circle. The knees should be right now wider than the circle and the ankles closer than the circle. Still the ankle is under the knee and not in front of it. So check it out how close you can bring the circle. From here, you're gonna let the circle drop down to the floor. So just that the heel is touching the handles of the circle. And then see, can you go a little bit closer in so that you feel already like, oh, I feel like already like some engagement here. The knees continue to be wider out than the circle and you're pressing with the heels down. We go into a pelvic lift here. Firm the glute, firm the feet into the floor and lift up. The knees are still wider than the circle when you're lifting up. And then from here again, exhale, lengthen the tailbone down, close the stomach muscles, pull them in towards the spine. Open the knees when you come down. And then again, firm the glutes, keep the knees open. So we're spreading, we're not tightening the knees right now. And then exhale, lengthen, keep the glutes engaged and lower down. Notice if you feel one side of the body more than the other, if one glute muscle is firing up maybe more or gets more tired, just like notice, observe that you get to know if both sides of your body work evenly. And then exhale and bring it back and down. Now from here, let's take one foot off, turn over to the side, come up to sitting. You open the legs, hip distance. I'm gonna just turn because I'm keep on hitting that nice plant. Arms are forward. Press your thighs down, pinch your seat, pull your stomach and press into the circle and stretch forward and up, diagonally forward and up. On an exhalation, stomach to the spine, come back to a straight position and then reach your arms up to stretch your spine up, 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 up. Then we bring the arms back forward, pinch your seat, inhale, exhale, stretch forward. And then pulling the stomach and come back straight and reach your arms up. Lift your arms up, 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 lift your breastbone up. And we go, press your thighs down, exhale, stretch forward, reach up on a diagonal, up towards the ceiling in the front. And then stomach deepens, bring it back to straight, reach your arms up to the ceiling. This is your last one. Pinch your seat, inhale, exhale, stretch up and forward. And then bring it back and down. All right, you're gonna take the circle now that the one handle is down. It's straight, find a distance so that you put a leg on it like that so that the circle stays straight, that it doesn't tip forward. And then you have to gently release yourself down so that the circle stays straight and you add the other leg. From here, arms on the floor. Feel the front of the legs. Right now there's like the weight of the legs crashing into the circle. So now we have to engage our muscles a little bit to help that. So lengthen the legs away from the front. Pull your stomach oppositional away. So the legs are stretching away from us. The abs are pulling towards our spine. And then firm the glute muscles. And then with those connections and those directions, press down into the circle. So that's not just the weight crashing right now into the circle. We're using the muscles to press down. Inhale, release up. Exhale, firm and press it down. Don't let the abs go with the pressure of the circle. You keep pulling the stomach away from the pressure of the circle. And release. Again, glutes are firming, pulling the stomach in strongly to press down into the circle. Holding it. It's a small movement, but you should feel the engagement here in the inner thighs. The heels are together, the inner thighs together, the glutes. And then release, last one. Stomach deepens, press, hold it here. Now, hold the left leg, pressuring down, firming the glutes. Bring your right leg either straight up or a little bit in front of you when you have tight hamstrings. And then go small range so that the circle doesn't wobble too much. Stomach and exhale. So we're working our muscles so that we keep this circle from rolling around. And go cross around and up, cross around and up. Let's do one more. Cross around and up. And reverse it, stomach and open. And then check it out. When the circle moves a lot, you know you have to use your glute more, you have to use your oblique more on the side of the support, which is the left side. Last one. And bring the leg down. Now let's again keep both legs on it. Pull your stomach muscles in, firm the glutes, and we go again. Exhale, press it down, hold it. Abs are pulling, drawing really into to the spine, and release. And again, exhale, firm it down, hold it. Stomach deepens and release. Last one, stomach deepens. Exhale, firm it. Hold the right leg firming down. Bring your left leg up, and we go. Turn it out from the hip, crossing over 1. Exhale, 2. Keep the circle from moving. So get the right glute engaged, get the right side of your abs engaged. The other side works too, but it's the moving side. The one which is on the circle is the stabilizer. Last one. Reverse it. Open and open and open. Stomach deepens. Last 2. Exhale, open. One more time, open, and bring the leg down. Hold again. We do 3 more of the both leg press. On an exhalation, press it down, hold it here, and then feel really all the muscles working. Stomach is pulling strongly in, and release. Exhale, firm and press. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. On an exhalation, press. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. 2 times more. On an exhalation, press. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. And one more time, exhalation, press. Stomach deepens, hold it, and release. Take one leg off, let the circle just fall like that. Turn over to the side. Put the circle for a moment away. And common hands and knees. We're gonna go for cat and cow. Spread your fingers. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Start from the tailbone, moving down towards the floor and pulling the lower stomach up towards the ceiling, dropping the head down. Exhale. Inhale, move your spine by moving the tailbone back and moving the breastbone forward. The arms are not bending, they're pressing strongly down and pulling kind of energetically back towards the knees. And again, tailbone in, stomach up, exhale, draw the navel to the spine, relax your head down. And shoulders away from the ears, press into the hands, tailbone away, breastbone forward, abs in. And again, on an exhalation, stomach towards the spine, round your back. And go, move the tailbone back, breastbone forward, look forward. Last one, we're gonna go into cat position and we go for the knee stretches, round your spine. Keep the toes tucked, or if you don't have them tucked, tuck them now. Lift the knees up and then sit back on 1, stomach deepens. Exhale, 2. Knees are off of the floor, 3, 4. We do 10. If you need a break, do after 5, take a break and then continue. And we go stomach in 6, 7, and 8, abs in, 9, and 10. Bring the knees down, relax your toes, open your knees as wide as the mat, sit towards the heels if your knees allow, and then stretch your arms forward, stretch. All right, we are coming to the stomach series. So have your little lift under the sacrum again. So you come down to lying first. Then you elevate your pelvis. Same like in the 100 in the beginning. You bring the magic circle in front of you, which we did a lot, and then you bend the legs in. No matter if your pelvis is down on the mat or it's elevated, we are keeping the sacrum heavy. We're not rocking it in and out. So it's heavy sacrum. From the upper abdominals on an exhalation, curl up, press into the circle. One leg stretches out, one leg bends in. We do double breathing, which means long breath. Inhale on the right, continue, inhale on the left. And we go switch and switch. Curl up high, look into your belly button, keep the elbows a little bit soft, shoulders away from the ears, and keep on breathing long. Inhale, exhale, and we go for 5 and 4. Stomach deepens, 3, 2, 1. Rest your neck, bring the knees into the circle, pull the knees a little bit in towards your body, and then turn your head to the one side, turn the head to the other side. Each of those exercises can be done also with the head down. Take the circle back up. We go to the higher position, which is above the forehead, which we had before too. From here, first exhale, tighten the muscles, tighten into the circle, curl up, and stretch your legs up to the ceiling. We go for scissors, one leg in, one leg out. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, look into your belly button, curl up as high as you can, or keep your head down if you need to, or switch between both of them. And we go in and in, X and X, in and in, abs in. Last 3 and 2, stomach deepens. Last 1. And bend the knees in again. Pull the knees with the circle without lifting your tailbone up. Look to the right, look to the left. Loosen up your neck muscles a few times. Now we're switching the circle from the hands towards the ankles. So bring the circle between the ankles. Hold on the outside of the ankles. The idea is to bend a lot in the hip. So it's not only about the knees, it's about the hip bend. So we're keeping the sacrum heavy. We already making sure that the knees are wider than the circle and the ankles are firmer than the knees. Inhale, stretch arms and legs away. Squeeze now specifically into the circle when the legs are out. Then you circle the arms around, pull your stomach in, exhale, bend it in. Inhale, stretch out, squeeze the circle strongly, keep pulling the stomach muscles in. Exhale, circle. That's it. Watch out for your tailbone that it's not lifting, and bring your thighs in, thighs in. Yes, good, Crystal. Inhale, stretch out, squeeze it out. You can always rest your head in between. Exhale, bend, look down into your belly button so that your fascia from your neck is stretched properly. Exhale, bend. We go for 3 more. Inhale, squeeze it out. Exhale, circle, bend it in. Inhale, squeeze it out. Circle, exhale, bend it in. Last one, inhale, squeeze it out. Exhale, circle, bend it back and in. Bring your head down. Let's take a break from the stomach series. Hold the circle again. Walk your feet a little bit closer, toes turning out. Press your arms down from the buttocks and come into a pelvic lift. And exhale, lengthen the spine and bring it back and down. And again, press into the feet from the buttock, lift it up. Watch your rib cage. Exhale, lengthen, bring it back and down. Last one, firm the buttock, lift up. Stomach deepens and bend it back and in. Bend the knees, stretch your legs up, either straight or if your back is a little bit tender today, bend the knees to make the legs shorter. Bring your hands behind the neck, and then from the abdominals on an exhalation, curl up, look into your belly button, and then we going, squeezing into a circle, no matter where you are with your legs, and then lower the legs, 1, 2, 3, squeeze into the circle, exhale, up, 2, 3, lower down, 2, 3, bring it just up to 90, which means the thigh has to be the 90. You're going too far in, so you can just keep it, instead of coming here, Krista, bring it maybe to here. Lower down. It's more about the down and then bringing the thigh to perpendicular to the floor. Yes, that's it. Inhale, squeeze. Stomach deepens. Exhale, bring it back and up. And we go lower. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Bring it up, 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 up. Last 2, lower. And bring it back and up. One more time. And bring it back and up. Bend the knees. Bring your feet down. Let the circle again drop to the floor. Toes are turning out, heels are holding the circle where the handles are. And then we go, knees are open from the buttock, lift your hips up. And squeezing from the glutes, lower and lengthen down. Second one, from the buttocks, stomach in, lift the hips up. And stomach deepens, bring it back and down. Last one, and go firm and lift your hips up. And bring it back and down. So now, again, abs first in, lift the heels up, pick up the circle. And the position is going to be like that now. So watch one time. The one handle is going to be here against the leg, and the upper arm is going to be like that. I'm going to show it just on the other side with the twisting. So we're going to start with the hands behind the neck. So it's the same neck position like always, just that we're already in a twisted position. The hips have to stay equal, so we don't twist around with the pelvis. And then just small, it has to come from both ends. So the lower abs are working to get the knee in, and the top abs, under the bra belt, are helping to come up. And it's going to look like that. Exhale 1, exhale 2. So from both ends, it's not only the top and not only the bottom, from both ends. Both hands behind your neck. Yeah, curl up and go. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. I want to see the leg moving as well. Move the knee to, yes, so the lower abs have to work. Exhale, that's it. And try not to overpower. It's from both sides equally. Small, but steady. Yes. And go, curl up. Let the oblique work, curl up. And we go for 5. And we go for 4. Stomach deepens, 3. Stomach deepens, 2. Exhale. And 1. Let's switch. Other leg, other arm, hands behind the neck. And then again, from both sides, lower abs, upper abs. Exhale, pull. Exhale, pull. Exhale, pull. And go up. Yes, and go up. From both ends, let the knee move again a little bit more so that I know that you're working your lower abs as well. And exhale. And we go for 5, stomach deepens, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And bring it back and in. Circle comes back in between your ankles. Take both hands behind the knee. Curl up, look into your belly button. Inhale, stretch your legs out. You can be high and you can also keep the knees a little bit bent. On an exhalation, squeeze the circle, bend the knees and twist with the torso towards one knee. So opposite elbow towards the opposite knee. Inhale, come back to center, stretch your legs out, squeeze the circle. Exhale, bend the knees and twist to the other side. And we even it out and do it a little bit faster. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, turn. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, bend and turn. Inhale, stretch the legs. Exhale, turn. Exhale, turn. Last set. Exhale, turn. One more time. Exhale, turn. And then release. Take the circle out, put it on the side, roll over to the side. And we're going to go for the push-ups first. The circle comes. What? Was it a no, Christelle? Take it here. Yeah, under the bra belt. And put it like this. Come first into a plank position that you know that the circle is not turning anywhere, so that it's right under you. And then just bring the knees down. Yeah, but you're here somewhere. So I think you have to move a little bit your feet back. Come back into plank, move the feet a little bit back. And then when you bring the knees down, get the tailbone to move in. Don't stick the hips out. Yes, better. So look at my buttocks, like this is tailbone out, tailbone in. Keep it in, spread your fingers, be more on the knuckles, shoulders away from the ears, and go slow, pulling your stomach up towards the ceiling. Go 1, 2, 3, hold it. Pull your stomach and press up, 2, 3, pause. Tailbone in and go exhale, bend, 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 hold it. Pulling the stomach in 1, 2, 3, up. Looks good. And go exhale, 1, 2, 3, hold it, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, press, press, press. Let's do 2 more. Then we take a break from them. Stomach deepens and press it up, up, up. Last one. Hold it and press it up, 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 and release. All right, spine stretch forward. Open the legs. Circle in front of you like that. One hand, the other hand next to each other. We start with pulling the abs in, pressing the thighs down, and pressing the circle down so that we can grow tall. So the head is in line, it's not down, it's not up, it's just leveled and thinking about growing tall. Shoulders away from the ears, stomach in, and then just breathing here, holding the position. It's like you're shooting something out of your heels. And then release. If you feel like an impingement in here, you have to elevate yourself and sit a little bit higher and open your legs maybe a little bit wider. Press your thighs from the glutes, pull your stomach in, press down, shoulders away from the ears. Yes, and just hold it, find that length. It's about creating space, especially when you have a tender back. This is the day where you have to grow tall and lift in the waist. and then release with every sitting especially. And exhale, firm the buttocks, because it's also when we're sitting a lot, this is not healthy for the back. The muscles of the buttocks get loose and they're not supporting us, and then the spine gets just jammed. And then release. Exhale, firm the buttocks, stomach deepens, grow tall. And release. Now we're going to tip. So we grow tall first. And then when you have that lift, you drop the head, you pull your stomach even deeper, and you push the top of the circle forward. It's like you're diving down, but you keep the pressure down into the circle. Then keeping the pressure down into the circle, pulling your stomach muscles in, round yourself back up, and then release the circle. Same thing all the time. You have to keep the engagement in your legs. Don't let go there. Press down, pull your stomach in, drop the head down, exhale, stretch. Pulling your abdominal muscles in, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, bring it back and up. Lift your breastbone, lift your breastbone. Christelle, make it more so that it's like, look at me for a second. So when you go forward, that you don't make it so much from the head like that. But I want to see something really here, from here, from here, from here. You're building up the spine. So the head is really just the last piece. Pinch your seat. So here, when we go down, the head is the first piece. And then we resisting the movement forward with the stomach pulling back. And then pressing down, and we resisting the moving back from the stomach pulling back. Last one, pinch your seat, inhale, exhale, and stretch. And pulling your abdominal muscles in and bring it back and up. Now for the next one, let's take the circle out, bend the knees. Especially when you have a tender back, you have to make sure that you lift up. So don't hang in your lower back like that. Pulling your stomach muscles in, pick up your feet, lift your elbows, balance here first. And then the knees are open, you stretch one leg to the side, bring it down, and you're working your obliques while you do that. So the abs have to really pull back. One more time, one leg, bring it back. One more time, the other back. Bring it back, stay in this position, and we go one leg. Whoops, let me go straight. Other leg, together, apart. Together, stomach deepens, apart. Stomach deepens, together, apart. Last one, together, and bring it back and down. All right, for the next one, have your resistance band. It's a nice version of the saw, which I like better than with the magic circle. So that's why we take that. You open your legs. I just show it from the front that you see. You bring it back. The palms facing forward, and you grab a little bit closer. You have to find your own distance so that you can pull the arms away without that the shoulders are creeping up. So the shoulders are down, the arms are straight. Now I'm going to show it from the side. Inhale, lift. We're going to twist, pulling the stomach in. You reach with this arm forward. It has more tension than the back arm. And you reach on the outside of the foot. This arm has to still pull back, even though the tension is not so strong. Stomach bends in. To come up, we're pulling back. We're resisting. We have the tension on the strap to help us, and come back to center. Pinch your seat. Inhale, twist. Dive with the head and pull your stomach away while you're reaching on the outside. Keep pulling both arms away from each other. The back arm goes back behind the body. Now pull your stomach away from the tension of the front arm. Yeah, it's not from the head again. It's not from the head. It's you start from the bottom, then the middle, then the top part, and then the head is the last part. And then bring it back to center. Spread the bend. Bring it a little bit higher, the bend, towards under the, yes, and really pull it. Inhale, lift up tall, pull your stomach in, and we go. Turn, reach, and go. Exhale. Drop the head down, pull your stomach muscles in. Now don't lift the head, start pulling the lower stomach away from the thigh, then the middle of the stomach. Don't twist yet. We're keeping the direction. We're not twisting away. We're coming first up like that, keeping the arm. So basically you're working against the resistance of the arm, and then you untwist. So that arm helps you so that you can pull your stomach muscles back. Inhale, lift. Now pull your stomach back, reach forward now with your right arm, left arm goes back. Keep pulling the front arm forward while you're pulling the stomach away to come up diagonally. From the bottom, head stays down. midsection, upper section, and then the head. And then you twist. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist, and go dive and reach forward. Drop the head down. Start from the bottom, from the stomach, pull back, midsection, upper section, and then the head, and then untwist. Last one, inhale, exhale, turn. Reach, reach, reach. And then pull back from the lower part, middle part, upper part, and then come back to center and release. All right, so we hopefully worked a little bit the arms together with our waistline. All right, without the magic circle, we're gonna do all the ones on the stomach. So come down to lying, bring your hands under your forehead. Open your legs, especially when your back is tender, but make sure that all the 10 toes are facing downwards. Abs are in, lift the legs up. Open the legs wider than a mat, if you would have a mat width, and then bring the legs together. We're hovering over the floor. The tailbone is firming down towards the floor. And the head is down. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open long legs as much as possible. We're trying to lift the legs from the thighs and not only from the feet so that we start bending the legs. Keep the legs as long as possible. We go 5 and 4, open and close, abs in, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the legs down. Bring your hands next to the shoulders. Keep the feet, all the 10 toes on the floor. Roll your shoulders back, pull your stomach in, and go into a mini cobra. Yeah, you can, Christelle, you can have the hands forward and wider, so to not create so much tension on your back. So it's a little bit like that. Shoulders away, loose buttocks a little bit on this one so that we're not pinching into the lower back. And then release. Watch as well how you lift your neck. So it's not the neck doing the movement, it's the breastbone. So the neck is always like you would have an apple firming in towards your chest. So it's rather this way instead of this way. It also doesn't feel good. We don't get enough air. Loosen up the buttock muscles so that you're not pinching so much into the lower back. Focus on the upper body engagement and the arms. And then exhale, release it back and down. And again, shoulders away from the ears. Pull your stomach in. Shoulders away from the ears. Watch out your neck. And bring it back and down. Let's take back the magic circle. Place it like this. Hands on the outside, elbows forward in front of the shoulders a little bit. So it's not behind like that. And keep the elbows open and the hands narrower than the elbows. Now on an exhalation, firm the shoulders down, press into the circle. So the hands are a little bit light and you're a little bit more heavier on the towards the elbow. Bring your breastbone forward and then gently lift from the buttocks and the hamstring. Kick twice, 1, 2. Release the leg back. You keeping that engagement on the circle and with the upper body up. Check also your neck, that you have your apple behind under your chin. Long neck and go kick, kick, abs in, kick, kick, lower down, stomach in, kick, kick, bring it down, kick, kick, bring it down. Last time right and last time left, and then release it down. Now, while you're here, just bring your head first on the, and then rock your pelvis a little bit so that we undo in case something got a little bit tight. Then take your band again. Put it behind your back. Feet a little bit closer, not wider than hip width. You can keep them open or together. Tender backs, open them up. All the 10 toes facing down. Roll your outer corners of the shoulders off of the mat. Reach the arms back, pull your stomach muscles back and in, and then reach forward with the breastbone, lengthen back with your legs, and then find your long neck. You can always check after you went up, and then exhale, release. Turn your head to one side. And we go again, turn your head so that your forehead faces down, roll the outer corners of the shoulders back, move the spine forward, move the legs back, pull on the belt, and reach into directions, find your calm breath through the nose. And then release, turn your head to the other side. And we go forehead down, roll your outer corners back, reach back. And exhale and release. Take the belt off. Now, on a tender back day, the next one, we're not working so much with going up, but we want to get the front of the thighs to open. So catch your feet, making sure that you align your knees parallel so that it's not flipping all open to the sides. Keep the head down and get the tailbone and the pubic bone towards the floor. So you want to like really firm the tailbone in. And just be here and breathe and feel just like the stretch. If that comes good, and if you're like good in your back today, roll the outer corners of the shoulders back from the floor and start kicking with your feet into the hands, keeping the tailbone really firm, and start lifting your breastbone up. Check in with your neck. Again, the apple has to be there. You don't have to go high up, but keep the directions. Feet pressing, tailbone in, breastbone forward. And then exhale, release, turn your head to one side. And turn your head back in the center. You can keep it small if going up doesn't feel good. Tailbone in, stomach deepens, exhale. Move your spine forward. The stomach will push out, but it's just about keeping the engagement in the tailbone, rolling the shoulders back, and breathing correctly through the nose into the diaphragm. That's going to engage correctly. And turn the head to the other side. Last one. Tailbone in, head turns center. Press the legs back. And then release and bring it back down. Push back and do a modified child's pose. You don't have to go fully down. And then round back up. All right, for the side leg series, we're going to take our resistance loop bend, this one, or you have the one which you just made your knot inside. Put it above your knees. And then come down to lying. I like to align myself always with the back of the mat, and I know that the distances are correct. Shoulder, hips at the end of the mat, knees equally on top of each other. So not the one on the top back, but really equally on top of each other in the front of the mat. Feet on the front of the mat. Abdominal muscles lifting up so that the waist on the bottom lifts up. Hips stay level, and we go up, hover down halfway. Up, hover down halfway. Up, hover down. 3, stomach in 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, stomach deepens, and 10. Move the thigh away from the torso, keep the waist lifted, make sure that the hips didn't roll back. And we go up, stomach in 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Bend the knee in, circle it up and around. Knee in, stomach and up and around. Third time, up and around. Reverse it, back, absent, back, and back. 2, 1, and then release. Stretch your leg long. Keep it in line with your hip and the shoulders, so not in front, but rather back, and come on your forearm. You can always adjust, bring the knee a little bit more down or more up, however you need it. The inside of the foot is sharply down on the mat or on the floor. Lift your hips up, lift your arm up. And just hold it here. Press strongly into the arm. The abdominal muscles on the side, on the bottom working now. The hips are working now. If that comes good, lift the top leg up. If that comes good, small movements up, up, up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up on 10. Bring the leg down, bring the hand down, bring the hips down. Okay, other side. Align yourself again so that you have everything in a 90-degree angle. So the feet with the knees with the hips with the shoulders. Lift the bottom waistline up, keep the hips unleveled, knees leveled, and we go. Halfway down, stomach in 2, halfway down, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Hold it, move your thigh back, and we go up, abs in, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, stomach deepens, and 9. Last one, 10. Bend the knee in, circle it up to the ceiling, back and down. Make it slow because we do only 3 from them today. 3, reverse it, back, abs in and forward, back and up and forward. One more time, back and up and forward. Come on your forearm. Stretch your leg in line with the hip and the shoulders, hand on the hip. You can always move a little bit the forearm further away from the shoulder, not too much, just like a ½ inch. And then lift up. You can always adjust, bring the foot a little bit closer, whatever it feels stable. Press the forearm down, keep the obliques engaged, keep the glute engaged. Stretch the top arm up. If that comes good, lift the top leg up. If that comes good, push up 1, push up 2, keep lifted from the bottom, 3, 4, stomach in, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold it, 10, bring the leg down, bring the arm down, bring the hips down, and release. All right, keep the band, feet together. We're just going to even out now the pressure on both hips. Stomach deepens. It's not a heavy exercise. You're just going to press out, hold it, and then slowly resisting the band back in. Press out, hold it. Stomach deepens, bring it back in. Last one, stomach in, press out, hold it, and bring it back in. Hands under the hips. Really watch out on a tender back day when you lift the legs up and then keeping the stomach engaged. We're tapping 1, we're tapping 1, 2, and 2. And we do again, double breath. Inhale on the one side, inhale, continue other side. Exhale one side. And you can lift your upper body up, look into your belly button, and we go 6 and 6, 5 and 5, 4 and 4, 3, stomach in 2, and 1, and bend the knees in. Taking the band off, feet down on the floor, inner thighs together, put the band on your wrist, and we go for the push-ups in the air. Press your arms apart. When we're bending the arms, keep them in a 90-degree angle, so not somewhere here, like really push out. And I want that the elbows are glued to the rib cage and the forearms are pressing out. Hands are wider than the elbows. Firm the glute muscles the whole time we're doing this exercise. Press your feet down, stomach is in the whole time. Inhale, press out 1, exhale, bend it in. Inhale, press up 2, long neck, exhale, bend it in. You can always lift the head on a little pillow so that your top part of your stomach can engage easier. And we go for 4. Spread your fingers, really like full push-up position with your hands. 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. Last one, 10, and bend it back and in. Roll over to the side, come up to standing, take your magic circle. Long arms, elbows lifted, bring the heels together, toes apart. Heels together, toes apart. Firm the glute muscles and firm the inner thighs and pull your stomach in. And it's like you give somebody something. So you're shifting a little bit forward so it feels like you're falling. Only the glutes and the abs are holding you. On an exhalation, stomach deep up, press into the circle and release. Exhale, press into the circle and release. Exhale, press, hold it, normal breath and release. One more time, press and release. Arms lower, chest lifted, pull in, press and release. Soften the elbows, keep them open. So it's like a little circular movement. Press like that, it looks from the top when you look. Press, abs in each time, pressing the feet into the floor. 2 and 1. Reach your arms up over the head. Check in that you don't splay out everything. Tighten back, firm in, and we go. Exhale, press, shoulders go down away from the ears and release. So when you see me from here, shoulders down, exhale, press and release. Exhale, press, stomach deepens, and release. Last two, press and release. One more time, stomach pulls in towards the spine and release. Arms back behind your body. Last one. The elbows are going to be a little bit soft. Roll your shoulders back. There will be probably not so much pressure on the circle. Now you stretch your arms a little bit more down behind you. Keep the abs engaged. Exhale, press, hold it. Hold it. Roll your outer corners of the shoulders back. There's not much pressure going on, but a little bit. And you're going to feel it because your arms are going to feel it. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your head in the right position. So don't look down. Keep straight. Two more. Exhale, stomach and press. And release. One more time, press. And release. And it's past. So I think you have to go. Wait, you have more time? All right. Find a chair and sit in front of the chair so that you're not leaning into the chair back. And we're going to start with the Buteyko breathing. Before you start, make sure that your feet are parallel, that they're pressed into the floor, and that when you see me from the side, that my back is straight and that I'm thinking that I'm getting pulled. So the neck is leveled, not down, not up. Check that on yourself so that the head is not somewhere left forward. The tongue is on the roof of the mouth. The lips are gently closed. We are breathing only through the nose. On an inhalation, the diaphragmatic area moves out. So the rib cage moves out. So see on my hands here. And on an exhalation, drawing it. We're not like forcing it. We finding the natural movement in there. Yeah. So it's not about squeezing it out like that and then changing everything. It's really just making sure that you don't breathe into the chest area. So it's not from down up, it's sideways. Yeah. The lower abs in Pilates are like in the whole time while we're working in the exercises. And the top part is moving. Here in Buteyko, we let everything go. The lift of the spine comes now from us making sure that our head is in the right position and the shoulders are down. And then you let everything just release and let go. After every second or third exhalation, really finish your exhalation completely and start pinching your nose with 2 fingers. Between 3 to 7 seconds, you're holding the nose so that no air can go in. Yeah, so that means it's not that we're holding the breath because we exhaled. So there's no breath in our lungs right now, but we don't want even a bit to come in. That's why we're pinching the nose and we're holding the space. Then we let go. And then we take our inhalation again, exhalation. You know, when you held this nose pinch too long, if the first inhalation is a little bit panicky or a little bit like a little bit faster than the regular breath. So then you know, okay, instead of 7 or 8 seconds, which you did then maybe, you're gonna hold a little bit less, like 3 seconds or maybe even 4 seconds. So just play around with it. I'm gonna put a recording on. So as long as the recording is running, we're going to do this kind of a breathing. We're focusing on the right alignment. We're focusing on the diaphragm, moving in and out. We bring the attention to the breath, away from the mind, thinking about other things. And then we do the breath holds until we hear the gong. When you hear the gong, you find a comfortable Shavasana position. Let's begin. Find your position on the chair. And we're going to have a nice wave sound to support us with the breath. It's like a wave coming in, wave going out in this breathing process. Hands are lying gently on the legs, shoulders are down, lips gently closed. Find a comfortable Shavasana position. And allow yourself just to lie down, let go. Palms are facing up. Take your glasses off if you wear some. And scan your body, scan your forehead, scan your places around your mouth, cheekbones. Just notice if you have any tension around your mouth, around your forehead. Let the tongue go now completely. Let it find its own place inside the mouth. And be staying in Shavasana until we hear the gong. Enjoy the outdoor noises in this beautiful jungle place.
Bend one leg at a time, placing your feet on the ground. Roll gently to one side and keep your legs bent. Use your blanket or your bottom arm as your pillow. Stay here for a moment. Use your top arm and press yourself up to a comfortable seating position. Stay seated. Let's bring now our hands to the chest in a prayer position. Keep your shoulders relaxed and rolled back, gently pulled away from your ears. Your chest lifted towards your prayer. Breathe quietly and slowly through your nose. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, beauty, truth, kindness within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, there's no distance and no difference between us. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. Kundalini. Welcome to this morning's Kundalini meditation. Through shaking, we release physical tension in areas where energy flow has been blocked and release stuck emotions out of the body and mind. We will shake it off. Kundalini is your life force. It is stored at the base of your spine and moves up through your chakra system. If this energy is blocked and can't flow through the system, your life force is also stuck. Our bodies, minds, and spirits are affected in all kinds of ways by our blocked energy, none of them helpful. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, beauty, truth, kindness within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, there's no distance and no difference between us. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. Bring your hands in front of your heart. On an exhalation, bow your head forward and thank yourself for your time and for your practice. Kundalini. Namaste. Welcome to this morning's Kundalini meditation. Through shaking, we release physical tension in areas